guys, it's Teatime here. Welcome back to a speed build. First one in Sulani that we are doing. I was so excited to do this. I must admit that it is, out of everything in the new pack, the most exciting thing I think for me so far is definitely the building. I don't think I was expecting that, considering how hyped I was about mermaids. Building in this pack is really nice and it's refreshing. Seeing as we haven't really been able to build over water, and our lots have been fairly flat and uniform so far, so this is nice. It's nice, and the items are really beautiful, and it just feels really light and lovely, and so it's been really fun to do. But anyway, I'll get into what I'm doing. Before I do that, disclaimer, my heater is on because I'm cold and I'm sick, and I couldn't be able to turning it off because I'm cold and I'm sick. So yeah, if you hear that, I apologize, but also I don't really apologize because I'm cold and sick. Yeah, I may have to pause now and then because I'm coughing as well. I keep getting sick. Oh my goodness. Does anybody else have a toddler? Just how often do you get sick? Because I get sick all the time because she's sick all the time. I think that's just normal, right? Is that normal or is it just me? I can't tell. Anyway, yes, I was going to tell you what this house is. This is a little shack. I actually made it for my mermaids. So if you saw my Creator Sim Mermaids brother and sister video, this is actually for them. But it could be for anyone, really. It is off the grid. Though there are a few things I put in that should be off the grid and that aren't, because I'm going to assume that somebody forgot to put some functionality to a couple of items on off the grid. Of course, I'm talking about baths. They are not usable on off the grid, and it's annoying, and it doesn't make sense that the showers work and that the bath does not, when you could just get a bucket and fill up the bath. The other thing is the wash tub, same thing. For some reason you can't empty it, which one of those things, it seems very strange to me, that one particular, because I think when they were doing all of these surveys for what became the laundry day stuff pack, one of the options was essentially off the grid, like eco living, and that's sort of partially what they went for, even though it was a laundry pack. And you could do your laundry, you could do it in the tub. In fact, I've had a couple of Sims that have chosen to do that, to be a bit more environmentally conscious and sort of be a bit more in touch with the environment, or at least outdoorsy, where they love going outside and getting their hands dirty. And when I heard the off the grid thing was coming, I thought, wow, yes, we'll have a really good use for that now, because we won't be able to use the washing machine. But it turns out that you can't use the big slosh bucket, so yeah, I think that's an oversight. I'm going to say it's an oversight. It better be an oversight, because that just does not make sense to me. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, so I just paused my video to cough and have a sip of tea, and turned around and my husband's sitting in here too, because he's also sick and cold. And so he doesn't sniffle and cough in the video. He stuffed tissues up his nose, and I just cracked, which of course means I start coughing and whatnot as well. So yeah, that's just a fun bit for you. Oh my goodness. It's funny. It's sad you can't see it, but I'm not posting that up because that's just embarrassing. I'll save him that. He can keep his dignity. Oh my goodness. Yes. This little hut, you did see I was trying to do 2 stories to it originally, which was a really lovely idea. I've seen a lot of people do it and I wanted to try, but I also didn't want to just have it look like a normal suburban house, and I guess that's the thing I struggle with a bit at the moment. And so I went for this almost semi-A-frame in the end, which I think once you see me sort of extend the roof out here, starts to look really cool. I love it. It's such a cute little thing, and I probably want to put it in the world permanently. It just suits the spot really well, and as you will see in the screenshots, I take them at night time, and seeing the volcano in the background, it just really fits well. Oh my goodness, how beautiful is Sulani? Sulani? Every time I say it out loud, I think I'm saying the wrong thing. Yes. It's one of those names, I'm so sorry, but yes. But the environment's really beautiful. The volcano is actually gorgeous at night. And so, yes, it is very aesthetically pleasing pack. I'll give it that. Yes, but I am just trying to work with some of the columns. I think this is one of the first builds I actually did when I got my hands on the pack. So just getting used to some of the features and the columns and some of the colours and things. And yeah, I do think I like what I stick with in the end. I do actually change the green roof. As much as I love it, I change it up to that sort of woven, here you go, this wicker, I don't know what you call that, roof, but it felt a bit better in the area, especially considering who I was making it for. I'm not sure if they're, I guess, natives to the area or not, or grew up here or came a bit later, but they do feel like they belong here, despite, I guess, when they came along. They are mermaids, so there's a very good chance they just have travelled around and this is where they've stuck, because it suits them quite well. So I sort of made this house suit them and the area. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. Just using this new beautiful wooden panelling on the inside of the house, and a lot of open windows. I really, really, really want to make a build that's pretty much all just open, but I haven't really thought of a way to do that yet in a way that I like. May take a bit more designing to make it look like something, I guess, created rather than something I've thrown together and hoped that it looked okay. Like a child trying to build with Lego blocks for the first time. Like a really bad modern build, I don't know. In my head, I just can't quite get that one together. So, yeah, very excited to try and do that one. I even have a name for it, just not really a concept properly yet. Getting ahead of myself in the wrong places. But this is sort of, I really love this little area. This is sort of like a change room, bath type thing for off the grid. I think it really suits off the grid, except like I said, you can't use the bath. It's really annoying. I don't know, it just feels wrong to me. It's so easy to fill that thing up and put a little drain out to the bottom. Like that, like it just, yeah, no, makes no sense. Makes no sense. Anyway, I do put laundry basket in as well in the end, because I did want to use the wash tub. Look, if you do actually want to use this for off the grid, you can easily take out the bath or take out the laundry stuff as well, and it'll function perfectly fine, as there is a cooking pit outside and there's a bush that you can go and wee in or whatever. And yeah, you can survive perfectly happily here. But that was not quite the feel I wanted to go for. I'm kind of living in my own little dream world of what I want off the grid to actually look like. And yeah, that's sort of where I was. And so I left the bath in there. I actually did change it to one of the ones that's compatible with off the grid, but considering you could only use the shower aspect of it, and it blocked the view as well, because I think the only baths you can use are the big shower baths, but not just big shower baths, the ones that essentially have huge curtains and are ugly and yeah, it wasn't appealing using that in the end. I did try, and it almost fit, but it didn't look quite as elegant as I wanted it to, I think, for this build, and so I did get rid of that. But in terms of functionality, there is a shower outside. The new shower looks really nicely as an outside shower, so I do make a space for that. I do put a little tiny wall in as well. As you will see, it's just one of those little lines of fencing to separate the area, so they will treat it as a separate space, so they shouldn't get too embarrassed every time they do that. But it is in this little nook. You can sort of see where I put the chair and the ottoman. I do fit that little shower in there, so it's almost like a private little space. I thought that was quite cute, and sort of felt a little bit nice and realistic to me. So that's, yeah, I guess where that you'll see me put that there in a sec. Oh my goodness, I overuse these plants at the moment. I'm really sorry. Anyway, you can see, yeah, I'm putting the shower in there, and I'm putting this fence line in, creating a whole new space. So yes, as far as I know, it should function like a separate room, and sort of give the effect of privacy, I guess. I mean, you could throw up curtains and things like that as well if you wanted to give it more of a, I guess, a feel of privacy, if you do want to download and use this house. It does have a few more packs in it though than just the island living, because I can't help myself. I will be attempting to do a restricted build at some point though, one that is just island living and base game, if I can at all help myself. But yes, I do use a lot of Jungle Adventure in these builds, just because the textures really do suit each other quite well. Yeah, this is up there with probably one of my favourite packs, mostly because of the aesthetic, I will admit. But in terms of going together with other packs, definitely fits into that bunch that is my overall favourite. So Island Living along with Jungle Adventure, Laundry Day, Cats and Dogs, that really rustic sort of aesthetic. While the aesthetic has not always been my favourite, the fact that it all fits together so well, it's funny, the thing doesn't necessarily have to be your favourite for you to really like it, just because we've got the items there and they work really well together means that they're enjoyable to use, and that's what I'm finding quite a lot with this. Yes, you can see I've got something from the dreaded Spa Day, from Spa Day, yeah, which is actually fits with this really well. I mean, not necessarily this build, but I've seen some amazing builds that utilize the massage table outside on little platforms over the water. I really want to do that. Yeah, it's a great idea, and I mean that absolutely exists. I mean, the little massage places all around I saw at Fiji when we were there. So yeah, it's totally appropriate if that is a thing you want to do. So that also really fits in with this pack quite well. Here I am just doing my landscaping now. Oh my goodness, the plants in this, amazing. That foliage that sort of covers the ground, Ed's my new favourite. I'm going to use it everywhere. You're going to see it everywhere. I'm sorry if you don't have the pack. Look, I would love to do a giveaway to help someone out. Like so much, but I seriously just don't have money. I shouldn't have even bought this myself, if I'm being absolutely brutally honest. But like I do repeat, my husband's kind of really wonderful and sort of lets me do things that I shouldn't. Yeah, but this is the little fire pit outside. Oh, beautiful big red bushes. I'm kind of just in love with the plants. I think a lot of people are, though. I'm not on my own. Yeah, I'm really in love with the plants. And I just want to live here and do nothing all day. I can dream, but I have a toddler. There's no such thing as nothing all day. Yeah, but we're pretty much at the end, just cleaning up, and we're just going to pop the plants up here on a little raised area. I thought that was realistic, considering you probably don't want to have them down on the sand. They might start to get covered up. But that is it, guys. I have some screenshots for you. Feel free to download it. My gamer ID on Origin is just Teatime Simmer, or one word. And yeah, like and subscribe, comment, all those good things if you are liking what you're seeing. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!